On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Houston Texans. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. They start the drive with White. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. .7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question, because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. 4th down, here's Jay Camarda on to punt for the Bucs. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this is taken at the 23. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Texans will take over.
Got it. Ready? Ready.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Play action. Stroud now. That one complete. It's Tank Dell. Touchdown, Houston. Tank Dell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present, making plays, and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown! Nico Collins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's Mayfield. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. First down, here's White. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Godwin, the motion man. A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd down and 6 now. Mayfield to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Bucs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Mayfield looks to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Did he get the feed down? Yes. Touchdown. Trey Palmer. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers have got it back to within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Stroud now on 1st and 10. Got his man down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. That's complete to Dell. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Stroud now on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep for the Bucs is Devin Tompkins. This is fielded at the 27. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8. To throw, Mayfield. That's caught down the field by Palmer. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Trey Palmer with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Nwangwu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Trying to stretch the field with Schultz. That is incomplete. The Texans looking for win number 2 on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Pierce will try to pick it up. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
It's 4th down.
They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays face off. They convert. So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. Escaping the pressure right. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Stroud to throw yet again here. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
The throwing again is Stroud. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Stroud here on 3rd and long. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Looking deep here from Mechie. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this 1st half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, That worked quite well for the defense.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Nwangu now from his end zone.
Their own 20-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play there for Houston. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
79 Broncos.
The second down throw now from Stroud. Caught left side. Here's Dell. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Well, throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The drive starts with a run by White. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Throwing, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 57 yards rushing for him now to this point. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Darren Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception. Pierce has it knocked loose, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Still going inside the 20.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. White will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Buccaneers are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Texans 14.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Nwangu now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Pass incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Stroud to throw it. He's got it to Collins, complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 21. Teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Opting to run again here with White. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hurry, hurry. Hey, alert 33. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Okay.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. They run straight ahead here with White. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. And they get Tristan Wirfs, 1st-round pick in 2020. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Mayfield. But it's caught. Tompkins. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fielded at the 20. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And this will be a Texans 1st down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
60 Maverick, 6-18, right in.
Stroud now on 2nd down. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Stroud on 3rd down now. That is caught. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Here's 1st and goal.
Houston Texans.
They'll run here with Pierce. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. His 8th rushing touchdown, his 12th overall. And the Texans have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. Here's Pierce. Is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save the timeout.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good-sized play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll go up the middle with White. And a fast footwork by White. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Well, this crowd making it hard to hear. This is 3rd and 8. Now Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. That is intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early?
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Here comes second down.
Run, run, run. Hey, alert 33. Let's go.
Here's Baker. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And the crowd a major factor now. Here's third down. No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. Mayfield on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's second down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Stroud back to throw. Drops this off with Nwangu. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So Houston